Junho tried to smile goodbye, but Bangkok saw the tears he couldn't hide. The lights in Changwatana Hall were still warm. The cheers were still echoing. Thousands of fans were still holding their light sticks high, hoping the night would stretch just a little longer. Because endings are dangerous. And on January 31st, 2026, everyone in that venue felt it coming. Lee Junho, idol, actor, superstar, the man who turned Kang Tae Poong into a global obsession, was about to say goodbye to the tour that had carried him across Asia. Tokyo,
Taipei, Macau.
City after city filled to the brim. Seat after seat claimed by hearts that had waited years to see him this close. Bangkok was the final stop. No one wanted the word final to be real. Throughout the evening, Junho had been everything fans adore about him. Playful, polite, radiant. His smile moved from one side of the hall to the other, like sunlight. He performed. He laughed. He shared stories from filming. He spoke Thai, and every syllable made the crowd melt louder. It felt celebratory. It felt victorious. It felt safe. But what nobody realized was how hard he had been fighting his emotions behind that perfect composure. Because this tour was different. Typhoon Family had exploded worldwide. New fans, new countries, bigger venues, louder screams. And yet, standing in front of that ocean of love, Junho seemed smaller somehow. Not in presence, but in vulnerability. Like a man trying to memorize a moment before it disappears. And then came the mend. The part fans treasure. The part idols fear. The music softened. The stage lights gentled. And Junho took the microphone. At first, his smile was steady. But destiny had already decided that Bangkok would witness something unforgettable. He began simply. This tour started because of Typhoon Family. He admitted he never expected this much love. He thanked everyone for filling every venue, every city, every night with laughter he would carry forever. His voice was warm, but something inside it had changed. You know that sound, the one that happens when someone is trying very hard to remain strong? When words must push through a wall in the throat. Fans heard it immediately. His eyes started shining. Not dramatically. Not suddenly. Just slowly, like water rising where no one can stop it. Yet he kept going. He talked about the challenges. The long flights. The pressure. The responsibility of meeting expectations that kept growing bigger and bigger. And then he looked at the audience. Truly looked. And everything softened. Seeing you makes me feel lucky, he said. Seeing you makes me feel happy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for cheering. Thank you for loving me in your own ways. It should have been beautiful. It should have been comforting. But fans began to panic. Because idols usually talk like this when something is ending. And then came the final sentence. Until we meet again, please take care of your health and your happiness. The moment the last word left his mouth, his voice broke. Not loudly, but enough. Enough for thousands of hearts to crack at the same time. Junho moved fast. His fingers went to the corners of his eyes. A quick wipe. A professional reflex. Smile wider. Breathe. Stay bright so the fans won't cry. But it was already too late. Bangkok had seen the tears. And once fans see them, they never forget. Within minutes, phones were shaking. Not because people were filming, but because people were crying. Somewhere in the hall, a fan whispered, "He's really crying." Somebody else answered, "I can't do this." And suddenly the emotional dam that Junho had tried to hold collapsed in the audience instead. Later, a 2-minute video would hit X, and the internet would explode. But inside the venue, the reactions were raw, immediate, human. Fans noticed everything. The way he inhaled deeply, again and again, like he needed air to stay upright. The way his jaw tightened. The way he bit his lower lip, that tiny habit he shows whenever feelings threaten to win. For years, many had known him as charismatic, controlled, impossibly cool. Yet in that moment, Lee Junho wasn't a star. He was just a man standing in front of people he loved, begging his heart not to fall apart before the goodbye. When the clip spread online, comments poured in faster than anyone could read. People watching from other countries began crying too. Screens became mirrors of Bangkok. This is not acting. These are real feelings. He says see you again, but his eyes say he wants to stay. Some admitted they replayed the video 10 times. Some said they had to stop halfway because it hurt too much. Others thanked him for loving fans honestly instead of perfectly. And maybe that was the key. Perfection can impress, but honesty connects. That night, Junho didn't shine because he was flawless. He shined because he was fragile, and the world held him tighter for it. What makes the moment even more powerful is everything that came before it. The acoustic stages of Fire, Nothing But You, Nobody Else, and Always. The laughter during games. The surprise stories from filming in Thailand. The pride in his voice when he spoke to fans in their own language. It was a celebration of success. A drama that conquered global streaming charts. A character that brought new recognition to his career. A tour designed so he could bow personally to international audiences. From the outside, it looked triumphant. But triumph often carries gratitude so heavy, it turns into tears. Organizers later shared he had been emotional since the beginning. Each city reminded him how far the journey had gone. Each crowd proved people were walking it with him. So by the time Bangkok arrived, the final curtain, his heart was already full. Too full. When the lights started dimming, reality became unavoidable. No more flights. No more ments. No more tonight. Just memory. Yet even while wiping his eyes, Junho still did what he always does. He protected the fans. He smiled. He gave his signature goodnight. And he formed a big heart with his arms, even though they were trembling. No announcement. No dramatic statement. Just a message delivered without extra words. Thank you. See you again. Simple, but powerful enough to echo around the world. Because everyone understood what he couldn't say out loud. I will miss you too. That night in Bangkok did more than end a tour. It rewrote the relationship between an artist and the people who walk beside him. The video keeps traveling. Reposts. Edits. Slow motion cuts of shining eyes. New captions appearing in dozens of languages. Every share carrying the same feeling. We were loved, and we loved him back. Behind the glamour, fans saw truth. Behind the star, they saw a human heart memorizing goodbye. And maybe that is why it hurts so beautifully. Some promises don't need contracts. Some reunions are believed long before they are scheduled. Until the next stage rises somewhere in the world, one thing is certain. Bangkok will be remembered as the night Lee Junho tried to be strong, and ended up being unforgettable. If you were there, you carry history. If you watched from afar, you still felt it. And when the day finally comes to meet again, perhaps everyone, idol and fans, will smile a little sooner, even if the tears return.